Yeah, looks like we're here. Okay, good. All right, hopefully you guys are still here with me. Jeez. All right, if I forget to do that again, it'll count as a derp. Oh, look, we got another first. It's Kaylee Obsidia who's first. Twiglet is first, Kaylee Obsidia is first, and they're both actually first. That's excellent. Yeah, okay, and yes, you do indeed win. Let's focus Kerbal Space Program, and we are not dropping frames. Fantastic. So this, for whatever reason, post Windows Update, if I don't have this running, OBS running in administrator mode, it doesn't have enough priority on the GPU. Even though Kerbal is not using much of my GPU, it's just not giving it enough computing power, so that's fun. But yeah, it means I can use this again, yes. Let's see, what's that one called? Snob, yes. The Kaylee Snob emote. Very cool. All right, but yes, so let's catch up. We have we did a rescue. I love that emote. I do too. It's really good. So we did a rescue. We rescued Hannibal Kerman, redeemed by our friend Satan, and he is back at the station. But we also had to rescue his tin can. So let's go see where we're at there. We sent up a refuel to the space station that also had some equipment. So let's go to the PORC, the Personnel Orbital Rescue Craft, number 4. Wow, all the words in that sentence. I make big sentences. It's true. So yeah, here we go. This is the lander can that has Hannibal Kerman in it. And we have spare parts here. This is probably not going to be the method we use going forward, but it's an experiment. We're going to see about using orbital construction to attach a heat shield and parachutes to this thing. I mean, the noun starting with Hannibal Kerman. Yes. There are, yes, the proper nouns is what you mean, isn't it? Hannibal, Satan. Well, he's redeemed a few. He's the one responsible for Optimus Prime as well. So, yeah, we got a few. But I think Twiglet and Elric are in a competition to see who can redeem the most Kerbals. Kefri Bezos, speaking of, is one of Twiglet's, and Kefri Bezos has caused some issues with this very craft here, which is now past sunset, so it's in the shadows, but removed one of these engines by mistake, put it back on, okay, but wired it to the wrong stage, and pork, yes. Wait, how was first redeemed again? I had to restart OBS, so it technically counted as a new stream, so you and Kaylee are each as first as each other, so yeah, I had to restart OBS in administrator mode so that it would properly utilize the GPU and not drop frames. It's something I've been having to do ever since the latest Windows update, so that's fun. I'm gonna change the properties of the program so that it's always in administrator mode. I just need to remember to do it. If I forget again, it counts as a derp I've declared. All right, so what we want to do, I win, says Gailey. That's true. We don't want to risk a Kraken. Let's do this in the sun, though. We're very close to the station, I believe. Can I find the station? Look at target. There it is, 200 meters away. We're going to let it drift away a little bit. Twiglet was indeed the first. Also, he's first because he plays on the first SMC as part of First Craft, so he's the firstest of all firsts. More first than Kaylee, though Kaylee won this one. She's first now. Even have a first badge. It's true. I don't know anyone more first than Twiglet right now. I have to admit this. It says next to my name. All right, here we go. Coming up on dawn. This will do. Okay, so we don't want to risk a Kraken attack. The physics of EVA construction are a little bit wonky, and Kefri, this is your chance to redeem yourself here. He's the engineer we're going to use. Haley is pondering. Oh, thank you, Stream Elements, for letting everyone know that I'm live now. I already took care of it, don't worry. So we're going to release this. Boop. And there it goes. Let's go to it. Oh, no pilot's board, so can't do the SAS. There we go. Kefri's still going strong. Yeah, well, he caused a crash, so I'm not very happy with Kefri, I gotta say. So this is his chance to redeem himself. What we need to do now is get closer to it. Let's set that as the target. Point retrograde. It's been released, but we don't want to let this get too far away. We're going to take the spare parts out of here and attach them to this thing here. We're going to use RCS for fine-tuned control. Here we go. Point directly at it. There we go. And get closer. And while we do, let's take a look at this. So here is our contract parameter notification for recovering Hannibal and Hannibal's scrap. So let's delete that. We've saved Hannibal Kerman, who is now part of our crew. And while we were working on all this, we detected comets with the COVID-2 telescope, the Celestial Orbit Vector Intercept Detector Telescope. So we got some science and we got some spaceos. So that has finally paid off, which is very exciting. All right, we can go just a bit faster here. We don't want to get so close that we reacquire the target. So we're going to disarm this, so that won't matter anymore. And let's okay, so we can't see because this is in the way. Jeff Bezos, Bezos. Basically, we went with Kefri Bezos. He's also redeemed Elon Musk, so we have both. And it seems that for the most part they get along, so that's nice. All right, we're 30 meters away. Let's go downwards just a little bit. We want to have this within reach. Also now the Kerminator. Yup. Oh, you said you were getting Spaceos. Okay. So yeah, I should probably clarify that. The game calls its currency unit the exciting and very clever term funds. So I am apparently not the only one to have thought of this, but which pleases me. But I have decided that since it's a space game made by a Mexican software studio, that the unit of money should be called Spaceos. I feel like that was a very missed opportunity, and since coming up with that, I have seen other people on Reddit and YouTube call it that, which I like it. All right, Kefri, go on EVA and let go, and turn on your jetpack. There we go. All right, we're gonna do some orbital construction. And I gotta admit that this is not going to be as solid a piece of construction as our DERP modules, our deployable emergency return pods. You're such a nerd, says Kaylee. Very rude. But we're gonna see this. So there's a chance that things go poorly for Hannibal, but hopefully not. All right, let's take the heat shield first. And put it right there. There we go. Gotta get a screenshot there, and it's moving a bit. That's okay. All right, parachutes now. Whoa. Oh, we're out of range. Okay. There we go. All right, parachute. Here. We're just gonna pop them on there, and then we're going to fine-tune it. Just pop them on. And then we'll get closer and we'll fix it. There we go. Like that. Kefri. Kefri, is this the best you can do? No, it isn't. All right. Okay. Okay, Kefri. I know you can do better than this. So we're gonna do better than this. Right. Well, no, Kefri. Kefri, you're not my best engineer. I'm just gonna say it. All right. Just do better, okay? It's all right. Okay, that's well, 2 of them in place. Okay, let's reorient. There we go. Fire that guy, says Kaylee. This is his chance to redeem himself, all right? We're giving him a chance. Okay. Go back to running Kerbal or whatever. All right, it's looking better. See, Kefri, I wasn't being mean. I knew you could do it. No, that's out of range. Let's go this way. Get a good view. Turn on your helmet visor light. Whatever it's called. Helmet light. There you go, Kefri. That's perfect. Well done, Kefri. Very good. Very good, Kefri. All right. Out of EVA construction mode. And back to... There it is, down there. Back to the ship. Now we've got to pick it up again and deorbit the thing. I could make Kefri push it, but it'll take forever, so we're going to grab it again. Okay, Kefri. Get back in the ship, and we're going to complete the mission, okay? Now, if Hannibal dies on Reentry, I'm blaming you because it's your handiwork. You remember how there used to be an aerodynamic nose cone here, just like over here, Kefri? It's gone because of you. That's your fault. I'm taking no responsibility. No dying, says Fantasy Animal Vegan. I say so too. Say it loud enough for Kefri to hear. That's the key. This is his job. He's the engineer. All right. Control from here and arm. And let's point it at the target. Let's lock the camera. And in fact, let's actually use a different camera. Front-facing one. Front-facing one? There we go. That's a front-facing camera. So is that. Okay, I like this camera. Worthless engineers, says Kaylee. Fire all of them. Well, we'll see. We're going to rescue another engineer here in a minute. Alright, we gotta close the distance. It's gotten away from us just a bit. There we go. And it's drifting this way, so I'm going to intercept it over here. And up here. Alright, that gets us 10 meters away at closest approach. I like it. So let's just time warp a little bit and we'll watch it. It'll take a little bit of a curved path. Every path in space is curved. Sutson, thank you for the host. And welcome. Start slowing down. I have a bias, says Kaylee. That's the key, is admitting your biases. The key is not being unbiased, it's knowing that you're biased. There goes Kerbal below us. All right, final approach here. And we got it. Okay. So, here's the key. This thing hopefully will be, will have the center of mass down here and the center of lift up here. Hopefully. That's how the other ones work, but the other ones have a little bit more equipment on them as well. But this pod itself should have a slightly low center of mass, and this is definitely heavier than the parachutes, or I think it's heavier than the parachutes. So, all right, we're going to face retrograde. We're in orbit mode. Excellent. And we are going to get a periapsis that is below 70 kilometers, so within the atmosphere. And then we're going to let go. We're going to let go of this too. We're going to let them both deorbit. Full throttle. All right, 60 kilometers, that is pretty good. So release and undock and disarm. And now we don't want to deorbit, so we're gonna go face prograde and get ourselves up out of the atmosphere. Well, we're not in the atmosphere yet. We're gonna get our periapsis out of the atmosphere so that we don't fall into the atmosphere. This thing is not rated for atmospheric flight. All right, back to an approximately circular orbit. Pretty good, very low eccentricity, 150 kilometers. And here we go. Let's see. Let's do a prediction. Will Hannibal survive? Yes. Or no, fire Kefri. And 2 minutes. We're gonna have a 2-minute prediction thing. We got a few people, so maybe we'll see. And we're gonna watch this thing drift. Oh. Looks like we've got a vote for no. Not a lot of channel points on the line, not a lot of carbon credits on the line yet, but a vote for no. No one thinks he's going to survive yet. No one is committing to that. I'm going to take a drink here. That means whoever put some money on Fire Kefri, if Hannibal survives, those channel points are just gone forever. All right, 1 minute left in the prediction, and then we're going to time warp into the atmosphere and see what happens. How you doing, Hannibal? Oh yeah, he's the one with the handlebars. Let's get his view here. This is what he sees out the window. Oh look, there's Kerbal. He is not able to control this thing for a couple of reasons. One, he's not a pilot. Oh, he does have some electric charge, so he can control this a little bit, but he can't he can't stabilize it. He can't set it to automatically stabilize. All right, it looks like 10 carbon credits will either remain with whoever voted he will not survive, Fire Kefri Bezos, or with or they'll just be gone forever. All right, since I don't have persistent rotation installed anymore, as soon as I time warp, this is going to stop spinning. Here we go. Shipwreck, and with the boozinate. Oh, he's coming down at night. Of course he's coming down at night. Although he's still out of the atmosphere, so he might come down at dawn. So while he re-enters the atmosphere, I'm gonna boozinate. Let's get his view. There we go. Shipwreck says, "I'm sick. Somebody rub my tummy and sing Soft Kitty to me." I don't know that song. All right. So Shipwreck, I'm swapping out iPhones to use as my camera so that my main one, I still can like use it while I do this. But the other one is I haven't used it in a while, so it didn't have any charge. So there's no booze cam at the moment. Sorry. But beer today is an IPA called Super Cluster, which is very appropriate for a space game. And it's from Lagunitas. I am no Shipwreck. I am not a Big Bang Theory fan. I actually quite dislike that show. Sorry. And Shipwreck never was seen again. Everyone else is singing the song. Okay. But thank you for the booze and 8 Shipwreck. Delicious. Galian sets my heroes. Wow. Wow. Is there a tune that goes to that, or do they just sing it in rhythm? All right, let's take a look out here. Whoa, there goes the camera all over the place. All right, it's starting to heat up. Let's speed up the game a little bit. Yes, there's a tune. Okay. Oh, you guys. Oh, it was Kaylee. Kaylee who put her points on the line. Well, Kaylee, this thing is looking pretty aerodynamically stable. Look at that. We might not have to fire Kefri at all. Whoa, we got a totem of undying. Okay, that one sounds enough like an explosion that it actually got me a little bit, Shipwreck. GG. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm gonna have to make my own set of sounds for Kerbal alerts. Okay, good. There's Dawn. There's the Terminator over there. Boom, says Shipwreck. So yeah, we might indeed have some light when we come up. Okay, here's atmospheric drag. Right here. We've got about 1/5 of an atmosphere of pressure. And yes, good. We have sunlight. All right, here's what Hannibal sees. And we're at 4 times speed right now. When we start getting the re-entry effects. Yeah, let's turn off the UI. Let's enjoy this from Hannibal's point of view. Oh, re-entry effects are starting, so we're gonna slow the game to real time. This is real time. This is what Hannibal is experiencing right now. This is what he sees. Uh-oh, software glitch. Update before flight. Don't forget. I wonder if that's why he was stuck up there and I had to rescue him. Danger, risk of electric shock, warranty if opened. Warranty void if opened. And where's the one about snacks? Reminder, close the hatch and don't forget the snacks. There it is. There's the snacks reference. Pre-flight checklist. Get permission to use ship. Turn off oven? That's a real low-res texture. Check for missing parts. Tighten loose screws. Sit and share. Turn on ship engines. Check fuel fullness. Check snack levels. Run system diagnostics. Check radio contact. Engage SAS. Remember EVA helmet. And close the airlock hatch. Where are we going? Asked Shipwreck. We rescued Hannibal Kerman, which was redeemed by our friend Satan. Turn me on? That's a little weird. I'm sorry, Shipwreck. Did I accidentally turn you on? Sorry about that. Yeah, we're rescuing Hannibal Kerman, and the contract called for us to also rescue his pod. So we picked it up in orbit of the moon, and we had Kefri Bezos, Twiglets redeem, install a heat shield and parachutes in orbit, and those are what we're using. Darn it, Dan, the oven's still on. Oh, snappers. Alright, we're through the worst of the reentry effects. Let's turn this back on. Take a look out here. Yeah, he's experiencing nearly 3 Gs. And look at that view. Alright, let's speed the game back up again. And come down in the oceans. Thank you for this shout out, Shipwreck. And the Discord. Yeah, if you're not part of the Discord, we got some stuff planned for the not too distant future. You're not gonna want to miss. We're 3 kilometers up. 2 kilometers up. Let's release the parachutes. There they go. It's overkill on the parachutes for sure. And there's a shout out for pizza. So my wife just texted me, so I'm going to check it. And she... I told her that I check my texts during my stream just in case it's an emergency, but it's rarely an emergency. Usually it's a meme or picture of kids, and it sure is. And she says, not an emergency, just a really great selfie. Yep, it's her and both of the kiddos. And yeah, we're coming down pretty slow with all these parachutes. And there's another shout out for pizza. She always sends baby pics during the stream. Yep, yes she does. Okay, yeah, we're coming down 3.5 meters per second. It looks like Hannibal's gonna be okay. I'm sorry, Kaylee, but I think you may have just tossed 10 carbon credits right into the void. Set them right on the launch pad and let them get just vaporized by the engines. When is she gonna stream? Well, it's funny you say that. So we are we're splitting into 2 different dedicated craft rooms. She's got her sewing room just about fully set up, and which means that almost all the stuff that isn't mine is out of this room, and I'll get to set it up my way. She hasn't decided yet. She might stream sewing and craft projects in the future. But what will definitely happen... Oh, look at that. Worth it to harass an engineer, says Kaylee. Does she do embroidery? Sort of. She does a bunch of stuff. She does costumes mostly. And to Shipwreck, while we talk about this, do you want to go ahead and complete that prediction and just zap Kaylee's points into nothing? She's 10 carbon credits poorer than she was a minute ago. We'll recover the vessel. But yeah, we're definitely going to co-stream some Minecraft over the summer. So we're going to do some projects on her island that I was showing off. And it'll be on my channel, but she's going to join me as a guest. Oh, you don't think you can? You're on mobile. Well, I'll do it. Fine. I'll do it myself. And Hannibal survived. Complete the prediction. Yay! You don't even see it. Oh, boo. Okay, and we have 2 million Spaceos. Look at that. We're doing well. Bad mod, you may smack me. Smack Shipwreck. There we go. Did it. It's been did. And Hannibal is ready for his next assignment. He's an engineer too, so engineers helping engineers. We thought that was a good idea. Again. Oh, this just got weird. Santa flag on Duna. Ooh, it pays well, but we can do that soon, actually. Is the prediction thing native to Twitch? I want to use it. Yes, it is, indeed. It's a Twitch thing, so yeah. And so we've got a couple of things here. These are new contracts. Conduct temperature surveys of Minmus. So if we fly at very low altitudes over Minmus and take temperature scans, we can get a little bit of science and a decent amount of money. That might be worthwhile. And finish construction of a rover on the surface of Minmus. Ooh, these are fun. All right. let's finish some of the other ones that we have first. So shipwreck. Are you planning to be here a little while, or do you have other plans? Because that might affect the order in which I do things. Because we're going to make a ship that can move very fast, but gets to very fast very slow. I just gave you a free Boozinate. You're welcome. Uh-oh. We got a hole. Wait, it's a prediction. Oh, wait. It's the end? Okay. Oh, there's just a timer there. Interesting. I thought that would be gone by now. Okay. I'm sick and not feeling well. Okay. Well, let's do this first then. Let's play with our nuclear engines, and then we'll rescue Kaylee Kerman, who is another engineer, as is appropriate. So we have a ship on the way to Eve. Complete this contract here. Position satellite in a tundra orbit around Eve. So the orbital parameters, yeah, it's a very eccentric, very inclined orbit. And we do not have anywhere close to the Delta V available on that ship to actually reach that orbit, so we're instead going to have it try to send a lander. Nuclear, yep, exactly. Full speed ahead, says shipwreck. Yes, that's the thought. So let's take a look at that ship, and then let's make some modifications with some new technology. Let's see. Eve Exploration Probe. I believe this is the one. And yes, it has a lander and everything. So let's take the launcher off. Yeah, so this is what we sent, and this here has 3.6 kilometers per second of delta V. We can improve that now. Okay, let's take that decoupler off too. So this is a good, efficient engine. It's the Terrier. We look at the Terrier stats. So the specific impulse is 345, which is pretty good. So thrust is 60 kilonewtons. So basically, thrust is a function of how much mass you can push through the engine per second. So you throw some really heavy fuel out there, and you can get a lot of thrust. But the specific impulse is the efficiency of the engine. So that has to do with how fast the exhaust is moving after it goes through the nozzle. And so there are two ways to accelerate it. Usually you do liquid fuel and oxidizer. You set those on fire and they explode, and you get thrust that way. But there's another way to heat that up, and that is with a nuclear reactor. So this here, the LVN Nerve atomic rocket motor. This is based on real-world design that hasn't actually been launched. But this has a little nuclear reactor in there, or at least it's got some nuclear material in there, and it gets extremely hot. So you just flow fuel over that. You don't have to ignite it, just the fuel, and it comes out of the engine very fast. But you can't put a whole lot of it through at a time, so it has low thrust. It's actually the same as this one, despite being a very big engine. Shipwreck says, eat beans to increase the nozzle thrust. Yes, we can use that as an analogy. Yeah, so, but it has, instead of 345 specific impulse, it has 800. So it's more than twice as efficient. So if we just, it's also very heavy. It's 3 tons as opposed to 0.5 tons. So that's the trade-off there. But yeah, so let's use Shipwreck's analogy. Eat beans to increase the nozzle thrust. So let's say you eat 1 kilogram of beans and it is perfectly converted into gas. If you can make all of that 1 kilogram of gas come out of your butt in 1 second, you have twice as much thrust as if it takes 2 seconds for all of that bean gas to come out of your butt. And depending on how tight your butt is, I can't believe we're doing this. The bean gas will be moving either faster or slower after exiting your butt, and that's the efficiency of the engine that is your butt. So there we go. Thank you, Shipwreck. Eat beans to increase the nozzle thrust of your butt. That's what we're doing. Okay. So let's adjust this though. Let's scrap this. Imagine new people walking in now. Yeah, they'll stay forever. All right, heat shield. We don't really need an extra lander. Although we can put it in a different spot. So yeah, let's do the same mission. Actually, that was a lander stage. Oh no, we don't need a lander stage because we have parachutes and a heat shield, so that's what we're gonna use. Yep, we've got a very thick, dense atmosphere on Eve. The more you know, says Fantasy Animal Vegan. Okay, they're saying, just add "of your butt" to the end of every sentence. Of your butt. Yep, exactly. All right, let's put the decoupler back on. Of or to. Yep, exactly. Imagine new people walking in now to your butt. Oh, jeez. Yep. Exactly. All right, let's see. Here's the thing, and here's something that I really dislike about vanilla Kerbal Space Program. There's a mod for this. Maybe we'll install it, maybe we won't, and I'm sure that Kerbal Space Program 2 will address this. Shipwreck redeeming boozinate. Here we go. Let's consume some dilute rocket fuel. Delicious. All right. But there are different kinds of fuel tanks here. So some of these will only carry monopropellant for the RCS. Some of them will only have a split between liquid fuel and oxidizer. And some of them only carry liquid fuel. I can't take one of these big fuel tanks and say, all right, but I only want to have liquid fuel in the whole thing. What I can do is waste half of that volume. But there's no oxidizer in there now, only liquid fuel, but I can't do 810 units of liquid fuel plus 990 units of liquid fuel. It won't let me do it, so that's frustrating. Kaylee says, are you in the process of rescuing Kaylee Kerbal? I have a headache, I might lie down. You can lie down. I'm going to do this launch, and then we're going to rescue Kaylee Kerman. Man, everyone's sick. That's unfortunate. Hope you guys feel better. Let's see. So we're going to do the Mark 1 liquid fuel fuselage, or as I like to call it, the liquid fuel silage. And yeah, this has 400 units of liquid fuel in it. Let's see. This one, it's very similar to this one here, except this has one of these in it and another one with oxidizer. Everyone sick, says Shipwreck here. I think it stands bean gas. Might not reply, but I need to rest a bit. Yeah, you rest up. Take care of yourself first, Kaylee, and I hope you are feeling better. But yeah, let's put 2 of these on here, and 1 nuclear engine, and we have doubled the amount of delta V that this part has right here. Okay, so now though, I think we want this to be a little bit more compact. So let's see. That has 400 units. There's a smaller tank too. The Mark 0 liquid fuel fuselage, that only has 50 units. Yeah, that's genuinely tiny. So let's put a bunch of these on the outside. Let's put 6 of them here. And that makes this pretty fat. But that's okay. Work tomorrow. Oh yeah, because you've got your new job. I hope that goes well. And yeah, you don't want to be at work with a headache. That's no fun at all. All right, yeah, let's line those up like that. And look at that. Now we have 10 kilometers per second of delta V. And that's not even particularly super expensive. Raider, welcome with the first, but not really. Shipwreck says, I think I'm taking the day off tomorrow. Ooh. So, yeah, you can play some Minecraft. Yeah, I'm going to face the Warden tomorrow, Shipwreck. I'm going to do it. So, I've got more preparations to do tonight and tomorrow morning. So, yep. Let's see. So yeah, we've got this thing here, and it's definitely heavier than it was before, but if we put our launcher back on, we need another decoupler. This one here. And let's make sure the staging is good. Yep. And then we're going to need to check it again. Good thing someone built a wool farm, huh? You die fast. Well, I only need enough wool for a bed, Shipwreck. And yeah, I do expect I'm going to die. But I'm also going to win. Let's delete the fairing and build a new one, because we need to flare out a bit and accommodate this new shape. And close the fairing. There we go. That will be good. So we're going to need to be careful launching this thing. In fact, I think we're going to want to put some solid boosters on the bottom so that it can get off the pad a little bit quicker. Let's see what we've got. We don't need huge ones. Thumper should be good. Make sure we get it on there straight. Yep. And an aerodynamic nose cone for it. We'll just do that one there. And Shipwreck says, me and Burke are both AFKing at the exact same farm. Is that effective? Does that change the spawn rates? I don't know how those are set up for our server. Do you get double because of player specific spawns? Let's do 4 of these. Right here, like so. Auto strut to grandparent part. There we go. And let's put that engine. Actually, let's put these in that stage. This one right there. Okay, so let's check our staging. We have the 4 boosters and the main engine that all start at the same time. And then we, and also the launch clamps. And then we separate the solid boosters, separate our main booster stage and start the upper stage, then the fairing, and then that one. Okay, we are good to go. Shipwreck says, no, he's there because he wants frog lights. I'm there because I did a shulker loader and want to make sure it's working. Okay. Nice. All right, let's save this with our edits. And we want to let some time go by and then launch this thing. And we are not in the optimal launch window for Eve, but that's okay because we have more than twice the delta V we had before. We have 14 kilometers per second total delta V. So we're going to brute force this thing. We're going to go there as fast as possible. It's still going to take a while to get there, but we're going to throw efficiency out the window, except for our engine, and go as fast as quickly. Launch window. Yeah, our launch window. All right, so let's go out to the launch pad. Let's warp the clock forward a little bit. While I hydrate myself. And yeah, so we want to go at 60 days. I mean, that's pretty nice, but we launched at 70 days. So now we're going to go 10 more days. We can even go 15. That's fine. We're speeding up the game at this point because the scope of our missions has increased dramatically. So let's go 15 days. So when this says 45 days to our COVID-2 periapsis, the Celestial Object Vector Intercept Detection Telescope. I wish my days at work went that fast. Yeah, it's scientifically proven that only days off go this fast. Unfortunately. Or I guess 55 days, not 45. I can math. And then we're going to launch. So basically we're saying that it took 2 weeks to get the launch pad cleaned up and ready to go, build this rocket, and roll it out to the pad. And here we go. And let's, I've been really enjoying the view from on top of the VAB lately, so let's do that one. Let's target right here and set our position right up there. It didn't accept it. Waiting, let's set it right on top of the helipad. There we go. And let's see how that looks. There we go, yes. Very nice. All right. Let's bring up our flight recorder. And we want altitude, acceleration, and dynamic pressure. Here we go. Throttle up. Stability assist is on, and we are go for launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. I want to push the button. I want to push the button, says Shipwreck. Yeah. All right. Vehicle is pitching downrange. You do not want to be too aggressive on this because we've got a big old stinky fairing on the front. A lot of drag. Boan, welcome with the first but not really. Now that's some beautiful bean gas. Yes, it is. We're going to go pretty high. Vehicle is supersonic. Hey Bobo, says Shipwreck. Alright, solid booster burnout and separation. Beautiful. And that was maximum aerodynamic pressure as well. Since we are on such a high arc, our aerodynamic pressure is going down pretty quick. You missed Dan explaining how farts work. Using farts as an example of how thrust and specific impulse work. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Check out Bo. She has recently started streaming. I have not made it to a stream yet. I think there have been a couple, but I very much intend to. All right, we're coming up on main engine cutoff.
Pretty
Nico?
impressive, huh? I bet you're pretty impressed.
Exactly. Stage separation and second engine start. It's so good. All right, we can close this now. And let's separate the fairing. There it goes. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. Let's go ahead and point towards the horizon. We're going to go for about a 250 kilometer apoapsis. And circularize. And so let's go ahead and speed up the game just a little bit because this is definitely a low thrust engine for this weight. And the other thing about this, since it doesn't push very much fuel through the engine per second, even though it does accelerate it to quite a large velocity, it takes a while for it to burn through all this fuel. Recrashing a ship again, says Bo. Not today. We rescued Hannibal Kerman, who was redeemed by our friend Satan. You know Satan. And then we're launching this thing with our new nuclear engines, which are, it's hidden behind this shroud. We'll see it in a bit. And so very high efficiency, low thrust engine. So we can send this thing anywhere we want. So that's the plan here. And then, oh, broke the tool. All right, so second engine cut off. And let's make sure, yep, stage separation. There's the nuclear engine right there. And let's go ahead and start it. There we go. Look at that beautiful plume. And yeah, we have 10 kilometers of Delta V left. 7.3 just with this stage here. There goes the camera. All right, we have a 300 kilometer periapsis, or apoapsis. That's not even scary. It's scary if you're playing Minecraft and you suddenly hear your tool break. That's why I'm saying I need to get some good Kerbal ones, because I don't have them yet. Like the best one to do is there's the explosion sound and there's the stage separation sound, because you hear the stage separation sound when you weren't intending to separate stages. That's terrifying in Kerbal Space Program. But yeah, next we're going to rescue Kaylee Kerman, a viewer lurking right now, and an engineer. So Kaylee Kerman is also an engineer, so... Get one of those death screams babies like to make. Oh no! Have my kids make the alert sounds. My kids would do that in the grocery stores and laugh. Oh no! Yeah, well, it sounds like they learned from you, Shipwreck. All right, let's point prograde. Let's also extend the solar panels before we forget, because that's something that I am prone to forgetting. There's not one over there. Here. That's right, because over here there is the magnetometer. Right. I'm actually very shy and quiet. Yeah, they learned the trolling from the best. I believe it. Alright, so let's get to the apoapsis. We're 3.5 minutes away. And make sure we have a good orbit. And then let's plan our transfer to Eve, which is an analog for Venus. There we go. Point prograde. Yeah, Shipwreck, I think, is very similar introvert to the way I am, actually. Alright, we have a safe orbit. Let's circularize it. Just about there. And yeah, you can see this is... It's a hefty engine. And we have it for the efficiency, not for the thrust. So yes, we are kind of going to go very fast, Shipwreck. Real life, if I don't know you, why you're talking to me? Yeah, exactly. The worst is when you're like wearing headphones. It's a clear social cue that you are okay in your own bubble, and people insist on coming to start a conversation with, oh, that lonely guy with no one to talk to. But yeah, that's what I was trying. That's what I was trying for. No one to talk to. Especially not you, whoever you are. Alright, let's choose Eve as our target. There's Eve right there. So what we need, we're at a 2-degree inclination. That's not bad at all. But we need to go inwards. So we need to, at noon, we need to burn prograde to Kerbin's orbit. So what that will do is accelerate us relative to Kerbin, but decelerate us relative to the sun. And Shipwreck with the first, but not really. Boyan says, but we could have so much fun on the subway or train. I have met some very interesting, as they call it in Fight Club, single-serving friends, but that's the exception and not the rule. And hey, we're there right now, so let's just full throttle. And we're definitely going to speed the game up. Otherwise, we're going to be here a while. We can, just don't talk to me. Exactly. Most of my interesting friends I have met online, so... And Raider says, every time I voice chat with friends, they're like, dude, you sound like a streamer, due to the way I read messages that they send me. Yeah, well, if you did do a stream, Raider, I'd watch it. I mean, hopefully in English so I can understand it, but, you know, still. So Raider, speaking of friends you meet online, Raider is someone that I met via the Replay Mod Discord. He's a moderator there. And also makes a tool for the Replay Mod called Bob. That is fun. Do it, Raider, do it. Peer pressure. Peer pressure him, guys. Exactly. All right, let's cut the engine. I'm one-handed because I'm hydrating. All right. And there's our escape trajectory. So now, yeah, there's our descending node right there. So yeah, our apoapsis here is going up. That's not what I was hoping. All right, let's go ahead and escape.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yay! Raider says, I'm planning on starting streaming soon anyway, once I get my custom Guitar Hero controller. Still debating on which language to use. Well, at least if you're doing a music game, music is pretty universal, so that works. All right, so we will escape in 9 days. Let's go ahead and do it. We want to run the clock forward anyway, so let's warp to there. Oh, we're in the wrong warp mode. Let's do that. Okay, 10 days. Goodbye, Kerbal. Goodbye. There's the moon. There's Jewel way out there. Yes, Raider is French. And look at that. There's a comet. That's the first comet I've ever seen in this game. We're canceling the time warp. That must be one of the ones that we detected with our telescope. Okay. How is that? How is that? That is so cool. I can't even talk. Screenshot. Well, he is Canadian, French-Canadian. So he speaks both fake French and fake English equally well. Actually, that's an even better picture. Look at that. No, I think you're thinking of someone else, Shipwreck. Interesting. All right, let's turn the UI back on and see where we're at. We're almost out of the Kerbal system, but that's so cool. Look at that comet. Wonder if we can get to it. Is it one of the known items? I don't think it is. It's not a known object. Mystery object? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yes! Unknown object, size G, massive. The ship that we have just made is a perfect candidate to go and explore things like that. So, yes, a little off. A real Frenchman. That's what I'm saying. Shipwreck speaks both fake French and fake English. Both a little sticky with maple syrup. Very cool. All right. So, yeah. All right, guys. I got real distracted by that. That was exciting. That's literally the first time. Hashbound first. It doesn't mean I can't be pretty good at English. Yeah, I've never heard you speak, but your English typing is very good, which is especially important if you're moderating a very popular Discord. I think Replay Mod Discord is well over 10,000 members now, isn't it? It's huge. You're trying to add a first there. This is the main reason I don't frequent it very often anymore. It's just too big to keep up with, unfortunately. All right, let's point retrograde now. There we go. All right, so now we need to plan. Let's clean this up. There's so much here. Yeah, if we get rid of probes, then we can only see the one we have currently. You lost the command list you sent me. Typing is fine. Voice, though, is pretty catastrophic. Streaming would definitely help me there. Yeah, I know more than one person who has learned or very much improved their English through streaming. Okay, yeah, we have a 2.1 degree inclination. Let's see. So Duna's right there, or Eva's right there. Let's add a maneuver here, and let's see what we need to do to get an encounter with Eve. I could use MechJeb for this, but I'm not gonna. Alright, let's really drastically reduce it, see if we can reach it right at the descending node. No, but we can meet it at the ascending node. Yeah, if we burn right now. Retrograde and also radial in. Okay, that's enough of that. And what about... We'll need a second maneuver here at the descending node. So, and that's coming up in 98 days. Only if I decide stream in English, though. Yeah, exactly. That's true. If... And I force a different encounter. Not like that, I can't. What if I get one at the descending node? We're gonna do a little bit of trial and error here and see what we can get. We've got the Delta V to spend, so Raider says the issue with the English courses we have in France is that we don't learn how to correctly pronounce words. Taking a recent example, most of my classmates don't know how to say vehicle. So you learn the vocabulary, but don't practice the pronunciation. Interesting. From last year, first year at university. That's fascinating. Because I know here in the United States, in the language classes, we go over pronunciation quite a lot. Let's see, let's scrap that one. Let's see where we would be meeting Eve. With just a pure retrograde burn. I say pure retrograde burn, then I add quite a bit of anti-normal to it. Yeah, we don't in France. We have grammar, vocabulary, and that's pretty much it. Interesting. Yeah, the pronunciation would definitely be a barrier then. Bring it in, actually. Will this get me? Unpin that. There we go. Will this get me a good encounter? Doesn't look like it. What about here? I'm trying to see how much we can justify brute forcing it. Oh no, all of a sudden I can't stop shivering. Oh no, shipwreck. Shipwreck, don't die, we need you. Yeah, that's not going to do it, unfortunately. So, we're going to have to do... Maybe we just do the maneuver here. Let's just see what happens at the descending node. Nope, don't want that. Love a better user interface for this in Kerbal Space Program 2. That would be fantastic. Let's zero out the normal, anti-normal component there. And that's probably as good as we're going to get here. Line those up as closely as possible. There we go. Yeah, 351 megameters. That's pretty good. And on top of that, French are not even good at English. Very sad. Yeah, it's tough to learn a language from someone not proficient. Alright, so let's add a maneuver at the descending node. And so we want to go normal. And that gets us an encounter. Okay. So let's actually delete this one. And so what we're going to do is add an alarm for this maneuver. And after that maneuver, we're going to plan the next maneuver. So we know we can get an approach this way. This maneuver is 2.5 kilometers per second. So yes, we're going to be spending the Delta V here. That's the whole point of this ship. So yeah, shipwreck, we're going nearly 10 kilometers per second here around the sun. So yes, we're going very fast. Alarm, let's create an alarm, and we want a maneuver alarm. We want, let's do 1 day of advance notice. And let's call it Eve Probe 2 maneuver. Now let's just call it, yeah, Probe 2 transfer. And add the alarm, and there we go. So that is coming up in 60 days. The next thing we've got coming up is the COVID-2 periapsis in 45 days. And shipwreck, redeeming the boozinate. Here we go. Thank you, shipwreck. Alright, so let's leave that for now. Let's go back to the tracking station. And let's pick up our Pork 4 rescue vehicle. That was about redeem, it says Raider. Usually Shipwreck's the one that gets it sniped from him. Let's turn on ships. And let's fly this thing. And let's rescue Kaylee. Oh yeah, I can complete the reward for Hannibal now. There we go. Another one we need to rescue is Alpin Kerman. Alright. Yeah, we've drifted 15 kilometers from the station. That is okay. We have fully fueled up, just about. So we have 4 kilometers per second Delta V to play with. Let's go back to type selection, and we want ships. And we want Kaylee's scrap. Raider redeeming stretch. Here we go. Gonna stretch. Hands all the way on the ceiling and feet are on the floor. Thank you, Raider. Haha, mine, Raider, says Shipwreck. Very nice. And Kaylee is in orbit, stuck in orbit around the moon with no snacks. So we need to go to the moon. And the moon is going to be about here when we encounter it. So let's actually target selection the moon for now. There we go. So right about here. So we need to do our burn right about here. Nope. That is add maneuver. That's what I want. Prograde. And there's the moon. Yep, nailed it. Alright, let's come in pretty high. That'll give us a lot of room to maneuver to intercept Kaylee's scrap. So that will be good right there. 788 meter per second burn, coming up in 21 minutes. Let's warp to here. And Raider, you are not our pilot at the moment. You are on board Arcadia Station. So we've got Philip Brewer, who is our current pilot. Not quite as good, but he does a decently job. He does a decently job. Dan can English. He's from English America. He can speak it. He can talk it good. All right, we'll point prograde. Actually, let's just point right at the maneuver marker. That way we will follow it and be at prograde when it's time to burn. And with these engines, this is a almost 1.5 minute burn. So we will be doing this at full throttle until the end, or we'll throttle down for precision. So about, looks like 45 seconds before the node is when we will ignite the engines. All right, getting ready to burn. Engines start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Raider says, also, you talked about the replay mod server with 10k members. I'm a staff on a PvP Minecraft client that has over 87,000. Jeez, that's too big for me. All right. I think Linda is also a moderator for Iskal, isn't she? So that's probably even bigger. I'm not in Iskal's Discord. I'm in too many Discords. I can't keep up with them. And I feel guilty whenever my main interaction on a Discord is to advertise my own server, or my own stream. Alright, we're halfway through the burn. Everything is looking normal. Facing the maneuver marker here. Alright, we're nearly at the end, so let's throttle down to about 1/4. Says, yeah, it's pretty hard, though we have 5 or 6 members to manage the staff and moderators and helpers to moderate chat and do tickets. Yeah, that helps a lot. Alright, and if I did this right, we should have something interesting to see on Kaylee's scrap. Fingers are crossed. Alright, very low throttle for the last 25 meters per second of Delta V. And Bo says, have fun, bedtime for me, working in the morning. Thank you for dropping by, Bo, and you have a good night. Get some good sleep. And Shipwreck says, I am in a lot of technical discords, and I don't know, I'd have the patience to deal with some people. I know. Bobo's gotta go, says Shipwreck. Yep. So, yeah, I used to unofficially do a lot of technical support in the Replay Mod Discord, and it was fun, but some people, I don't know. Just some people. Hey, Supreme Doom. Welcome to the stream. Ah, Supreme Doom. If you're still here after we finish this mission, I've got a special treat for you. Yeah, some people are a pain to deal with. Yeah, even in the Patreon supporter part of it, some people I'm like, okay, all right. So basically, we're learning that supporting the mod financially doesn't. And there went losing us our encounter. I hate that. Doesn't mean that you are able to read or reason. Let's burn radial out and hopefully that. There we go. That restores our encounter. Yeah, nothing changed except that the game decided you don't get the encounter anymore. Alright, let's do physics warp so that it doesn't recalculate this to be on rails. Brick says, paper gets people that aren't even running paper, and these people get mad because paper won't help them fix their fabric servers. How would they even do it, is what I wonder. Like, wouldn't... I mean, personally, I would appreciate it if I go to somewhere for help, and they're like, okay, we actually don't know that, but if you go over here, they can help you, because they're the people who do that. I would be like, oh, cool, thank you for pointing me in the right place. And what the heck? We've lost our... Kerbal, what are you doing to me? Kerbal. I would like to encounter the moon, please. I don't know what you mean, ship. I said good night to Boan, and I said it right, didn't I? Let's see. Okay, we're in orbit, or we're in the sphere of influence of the moon. What did she say? Yeah, you said it right. But Shipwreck is, two things working against Shipwreck right now. One, he is sick, and two, he just doesn't read. Alright, we've got ships here. We want to go back to target selection, ships, Kaylee's scrap. So we are 5 degrees inclined to her. That's not bad at all. We've got a very nice equatorial orbit. And thank you for the host, Supreme Doom. Bossbot said to go fall. Did they? Okay, yeah, something is... Yeah, something is up with Bossbot or with how I set that up. I'll troubleshoot that. Another one did that too, so I don't know. Interesting. Yeah. Bossbot. Yeah, interesting. Well, let's go here. And then burn retrograde. Oh, we have contract complete. Yeah, recover Hannibal and Hannibal's scrap. We can delete that now. There we go. All right, let's get our capture orbit. Full throttle. Basically, we're catching up with the moon now. There we go. So now we want to match inclination with Kaylee, and we want to do it up here because we're going very slowly, so we can do it much more efficiently. So we're going to go here to the ascending node, and then we're going to burn anti-normal because it's the ascending node. So anti-normal, so we'll basically be shifting 90 degrees this way, and there's that comet. That's so cool. Dan, Fossabot is using my dolphin phrase to promote other streamers. I will have stern words with Fossabot, and I'll let you know if it turns out to have been my derp all along, which is likely. In fact, I can do that now. Alright, Fossabot. Talk to me, Fossabot. Let's see. We got Supreme Doom here. It's only the user username. Yeah, go follow user on Twitch. Huh. Yep, nope, that's Fossabot's derp. Fossabot's derp and not mine at all. RIP. Let's get closer to the ascending node. Pin that. We want that to be as close to 0 as possible. Let's get closer again. Right on it. And just a gentle burn. There we go. That is about as good as we're going to have it. There we go. Light touch. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, 0.00018 degree relative inclination. You can't get better than that. make the shout out legit, just saying, oh yeah, that's right, you could. No, you should shout out Supreme Doom. We've shouted out Boan. She's worth following, but so is Supreme Doom. I mean, probably, I do. So now we need our apoapsis and periapsis to match these. So right here, opposite the apoapsis, we'll burn retrograde and drop our periapsis to match. There it is, the shout out for Supreme Doom. Does Minecraft and crafting. Mining and crafting. Actual crafting. Exactly. Alright, and we're burning. Drop our periapsis to 12 kilometers. That's very low. That's about as low as you can get without clipping the mountains. There we go. 12.5 kilometers. That's real good. Ooh, she bought you a soda stream, Shipwreck. And a shout out for Shipwreck V27, who's been streaming more lately, and it's been a lot of fun. Definitely worth a look. Might soon be doing a unique AFK stream. Behind bars. Let's warp here. Look at all the ships in orbit of Kerbal. We have some cleanup to do. You really should. Knight's bio on Twitch. Software engineer at Discord, owner of Night Dev. Ah, well, you know, that makes sense. That tracks, actually. That definitely tracks. I think he's salty about Fossbot and took over my shout. I think you're exactly right, Supreme Doom. I think that's exactly what just happened. He's sneaking in some shoutouts. Alright, let's get down to the our periapsis, and let's move the close approach, the intersect markers, so that they line up. We're going to rescue Kaylee Kerman. Alright, we're 2 minutes from the periapsis. Let's get just a bit closer. Maybe about 30 seconds away. Alright. And just a bit of thrust is enough. Soon we'll start to see this move. It's flickering. It's thinking about moving. You can do it. There we go. Here it comes. Very low thrust here. $30 kilometers, 20, 13. All right, let's use RCS to fine-tune this. All right, 400 meter separation. That's really good. Shipwreck redeeming the Boozinate and rubbing it in. Here we go, the Boozinate. Thank you, Shipwreck. And Supreme Doom with, well, at least my shout out was taken over by someone important. I guess so. That's the way to look at it. Okay, so we're gonna meet Kaylee at in 45 or 54 minutes. So let's go. We're gonna have a relative speed of only 53 meters per second. That's not bad at all. Let's warp around to here. That one's going retrograde. Oh, great. Alpine Glow Up is a retrograde orbit. Of course she is. So we won't be doing that on the same mission as this, unfortunately, because, yeah. That's going to be a lot of Delta V. Okay, there's Kaylee right there. 13 kilometers away. Alright, let's go ahead and time warp a bit. Let's get it in target mode. There we go, that's what I wanted. Yeah, if Alpine Glow Up was in a prograde orbit like we are, then we would do that rescue on the way back up. But since she's in a retrograde orbit, that's going to require completely changing the direction that we're going around the moon, which is very expensive. So, unfortunately, we would not be able to do that without a refuel. So we're going to have to refuel before coming back. Alright, we're 1.2 kilometers away. Let's start slowing down. I tend to misjudge these with these new lower thrust engines, which is no good. Alright, let's control from here and point at the target. We can close that. We don't need that to be open. And we definitely want to arm this thing. Oh, there we go. We were in the back seat there. All right. Use the RCS to fine-tune this approach. And a touch of main engine. $200 meters. It's flickering. It's flickering a lot. Just to annoy me. And let's slow down. One meter per second is good for now. Yeah, it's really... It keeps changing its mind which approach is the close one, so... Well, that's kind of annoying. So let's go ahead and slow to a relative stop here, and Kaylee can get out and do an EVA, and that will work just fine. Alright, switch to her scrap, and let's see, does it have a flag on it? Oh, it doesn't have a flag. That is too bad. Okay, because she has a unique flag. We're gonna have to drop it somewhere. Keep getting distracted by the comet. That is too cool. I really have never seen those before, so they've been added in a fairly recent update. Hey, Kaylee! Turn on your jetpack. There we go. And your lights. Perfect. Is there a flag on her suit? No, there is not. Okay. He has a special flag, but we're going to have to see it later, I guess. Let's choose... Yep, that is our target. And let's get to it. Oh, we needed to save her scrap, too. Oh, I'm dumb. That's a derp. Shipwreck, do you want to add a derp? That's definitely a derp. we're still gonna need to pick up that piece of scrap. I was just so excited to see the thing.
What always cheers me up? Laughing at other people's misfortunes.
Thank you, Raider. Too appropriate. All right, let's get here and let's pick up Kaylee, and then let's pick up the scrap. Dang it! Keeps changing which way it wants to point too. Yep, now we're pointing sideways again. All right, game, just decide. Choose one. Alright, here she comes. We're gonna need to get a selfie shot, our traditional selfie. Rescue selfie. I get you to choose different orientation. No. Alright, we're gonna take a sideways selfie. Here we go. There's Kaylee Kerman. Alright, get on the ship, Kaylee. And then we'll go save your scrap. Oh, this is trippy because we're sideways for some reason. Okay, that did that. Is this gonna keep working though, is the question. There we go. That was more trouble than usual. I blame Kaylee. If she were in chat, she'd probably say something about engineers. And board. Okay. Oh, cannot board a full module. Yeah, that's fine. We'll let go. And we'll go over here. Board. There we go. Hey, Satan. Welcome. We just rescued Hannibal. Hannibal is safe and sound on the surface of Kerbal. Alright. We're not too far away. We can do this. Satan with the hydrate. Thank you, Satan. Taking good care of me. Drink cam is not ready to go today, but I've got a Pepsi and I've got an IPA called Super Cluster. Very appropriate for space. Raider says, Dan, before I go to bed, did you know that people are making songs with the original Game Boy's hardware? I think I'd seen something about that. Some of my favorites are the ones with the old disk drives making noises, but that's interesting. Glad to know they're safe. Yes, indeed. Ready for next assignment as an engineer. It's a day for engineers. Love the beer choice, he says. Nice, yes. It is a good one. Alright, let's get closer. Using a lot of monopropellant, but we carry a lot of monopropellant, so that is fine. PC just crashed. Oh no, Raider! Oh no! Well, at least it's not like me yesterday losing power in the middle of a stream. That was the worst. Alright, we're going to choose this camera, I believe, is the one. Yeah. See Kaylee's scrap. No. Don't have a night vision camera on here. There it is. Okay. Yeah, we're going to use the night vision camera. I didn't hear what you said since I sent the message. Okay. You said, Dan, before I go to bed, did you know that people are making songs with the Game Boy's hardware? And I haven't seen any of those specific things, but I've heard something about that. And I was mentioning that that reminds me of people making the songs out of old disk drives, just making their noises, which is always fun. All right, here we come up on Kaylee's scrap. We're going to have to remember to put Kaylee back aboard before we send this home. All right, 20 meters to go. Yeah, those are the ones that I meant. The floppy drives, actually. I started playing games back in the day when those were the only disk drives, were the 5.5-inch floppy drives. Back on the old Apple IIc that my dad was using for his school. All right, there we go. We've rescued Kaylee's scrap. Now let's get out of here. Orbital mode. We don't want to hit the surface. All right, let's go to about here. And then burn prograde. We have 2.7 kilometers per second to work with. And yeah, we are low to the ground here. The sun's coming up so we can actually see. Look at that. If you want to hear how a Game Boy song sounds like, you can give Livewire from Zeth a listen. Send it to me in a Discord message, Raider. I will definitely listen to it. Alright, let's burn prograde and get out of here. There we go, and this is going to lower our periapsis. We want to get about 150 kilometers. We're coming back to Arcadia Station. It's always nice when this does what I expect it to. $170, 60. That's pretty close. We want to be a little bit above it to give us a little bit of room, because when we do our burn over here, we'll be changing it just a bit. All right, we'll leave the moon's sphere of influence in 1.5 hours. So let's go ahead and time warp there. There's the nearby fuel tank, the NFT station. It's empty. All right, and let's choose stations, Arcadia Station as our target. And we have a 1.4 degree inclination. And Raider says, well, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to have to go to bed now. See ya. Thanks for dropping by, Raider. It's good to see you around. And you have a good night. All right, so let's go ahead and warp to about here. It's going to take us a day to get home. And I don't want that pinned. Let's just... No, that didn't clear the map. Dang it. There we go. Did not expect I would be able to actually single that out. Alright, let's go to the ascending node, and then let's burn anti-normal and correct our inclination first. And that's 45 minutes away. 30 seconds away. We don't have to correct it very much, so we'll get pretty close to it and burn. There we go. That is as good as we're going to get it. So as usual, let's get to right about here where we're going to make our closest approach and burn retrograde until our closest approach is basically perfect. That's 4 minutes away, so let's go ahead and start pointing retrograde. There we go. 1 minute from periapsis. "25 seconds. All right, let's go ahead and start our engines. And once we get close enough for it to make a big difference, this will start spinning around like it did before. Let's get the ships off of there, clear the clutter on the map. Sending note is wobbling around with our ship. There it is. Let's let it come back around one more time. And we'll have a nice, gentle approach. And RCS to fine-tune this. Okay, that's as good as we're going to get from here. And that's coming up in 3 hours. So let's... 3 hours and 17 minutes. So let's warp to 3 hours and 11 minutes. And that gives us enough time to do one final correction. And I'm going to take another sip of my drink. Not booze, this is a hydrate. There we go, 6.5 minutes away. Separation approach 4.9 kilometers. Let's see. Okay, burning prograde from here tightens that up, so let's do that. Three kilometers. 2. 1.3, and it's slowed down, so that's as good as we're going to get with that burn. And 6 minutes away, let's warp to here and get out of map mode. There's the station. Retrograde to our target. What does this look like from the cockpit? There it is. That's amazing. There's the comet rise. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to send a mission to a comet. Alright, we're 36 kilometers away. Going pretty fast relative to the target too. So slow down, and that is tightening up the approach. Excellent. $550 meters away at closest approach. We're going to need to burn hard to slow down. Yeah, we're going to zoom right past it, actually. Dang it. Think that'll be okay. There it goes. Okay, we're gonna come back for the next approach. That's hilarious. Yeah, like I was saying before, sometimes I misjudge these burns with these new, stronger engines. And that was an example. 400-kilometer approach on the next orbit. That will work just fine. Hour and 12 minutes. Let's warp to here. I'm going to call that a derp. Did you add to my derp earlier, Shipwreck? I don't think you did. That's 2 derps. You can add 2 derps if you'd like, Shipwreck. I mean, that's if he's still alive. I think he might have died. I'm going to add the derps. Yeah, I think Shipwreck got sick and died. Oh, you got... Oh, that's right. Supreme Doom is here. I got you, says Supreme Doom. Yeah, she's got my back. 73 derps. Oh, no. Good thing it's only that many. There's another one, though. I think you missed the one. There it is. 74 derps. Rip. Rip me. Alright. Let's do this again. Get the target. Point retrograde to the target. We're 68 kilometers away. He's got a fever now. Oh, man. Yeah, that's no good. We had a nasty head cold go around last week here. Doesn't sound like the same thing. But I mean, my kids had fevers. I didn't. Alright, we're going a relative speed of 364 meters per second. We don't want to fly past the station this time. Alright, full burn. Gonna get it. We're flying by, but not nearly so bad. So this will be the approach. Here we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. We did it. Supreme Doom says, we had the head cold. We hope that's what this is. He's got he's number 5 to get it. He's the first with the fever. Haven't had anything yet. Knock on wood. Yeah, definitely. No good. Not fun at all. All right. Yeah, that's the trade-off. These engines are a whole lot more efficient, but they don't provide nearly as much thrust. It's we basically doubled the efficiency, halved the thrust over our last model. Elric the Troll King redeeming Boozinate. Sorry, Shipwreck, you're not here, so Elric's gotcha. Thank you, Elric. Okay, 58 meters, that's real good. Supreme Doom says, I can be sick in a few weeks, but I can't be sick in the next 8 days. We've all got ships back. And happy Father's Day, Dan, says Supreme Doom. Yes, and send the same to Shipwreck. Happy Father's Day to him as well. Thank you. All right. It's a nice view of the station, though. And to Elric, indeed. Well, that was a little bit of an adventure, but we are home. Just gotta park. It's a nice view. I'm gonna take a screenshot. You see the comet? Not from here, no. Maybe I should call my dad, says Supreme Doom. Yeah, me too. Oh, if we move that, how did we move that? There we go. up alongside the station, and then we'll come to a complete stop. Thanks for reminding me, the Supreme Doom. You can tell him Happy Father's Day from me too, why not? Alright, now we're going to open this again, control from here, and activate the camera. There's our station. Let's choose this docking port as our target. I think we actually want to be this way, so let's flip around. And turn on the RCS as well. There we go. The question is, should I call this house phone or his cell phone? Well, I remember house phones, but haven't had one for many years. What's a house phone? Although that when I fill out forms for stuff, they always ask, okay, so home phone, work phone, cell phone, and I just write in the cell phone column and nothing else, because literally the only way to contact me by phone. There we go. I need to go downward a bit. There we go. Yeah, we probably would have used most, but maybe even all of that fuel if we had changed our orbit to reach Alpine Glow Up, unfortunately. All right, final approach here. You have a landline, Elric? Yeah, I'm being a little bit facetious, but I know lots of people with a landline, actually. I just am very happy not to have one. We realized after that for like a year, the only calls it had ever gotten were spam calls, sales calls. So we're like, you know what? We don't use it. Let's get rid of it. There we go, and we are docked. Perfect. All right, Haley has been rescued. And I think what we're going to do for this return is we're going to attach... I mean, the other one worked really well, but we can attach a docking port here and then dock a parachute package to it. And we can then add a heat shield to the other side, so that will work just fine. Although, that would be the heavy side, so I think maybe... Yeah, the same way we did it last time. I was expecting that we wouldn't be doing it that way again, but honestly, I think that worked really well. So I think we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put on one side a heat shield, and that will control the center of mass. Keep that side heavy, and put the parachutes on the other side, and that will bring Kaylee home safe. And in fact, before we forget, Kaylee is aboard here. Let's transfer her back onto her pod. There we go. Bowser, good morning. It's Kabowser. She's from Australia. Even if you don't speak Australian, go follow her on Twitch. So Fossabot did that one right. Why did Fossabot do Supreme Doom so weird? Seriously, gonna have a talk with that Fossabot. Okay, that worked really well. And we are 38 days away from our next event, the periapsis of the COVID-2 telescope. Let's see what we've got up here. Contract parameter complete. Obtain obtain Kaylee's scrap. We did it. Save Kaylee Kerman. We did it. And Kaylee Kerman is now part of the space program crew. Welcome aboard, Kaylee Kerman. And her hair looks different now. That's okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to the Space Center. Actually, first let's refuel. We'll probably need to send up another fuel tank here soon. And we're looking at this one here. Out and out. And I bet this drains us completely. I'm going to go ahead and hydrate a different fluid transfer. Sounded wrong. Refuel myself while we refuel the ship. And indeed, that empties this fuel tank. So let's go ahead and deorbit the fuel tank. First, let's also refuel the monopropellant. Alright, these two are empty now. This one we've started into, so we're actually finally making it through this here. It's still going to last us a while, though. Alright. Undock. Oh, and we never re-entered the equipment capsule, did we? So that's still orbiting because it doesn't actually calculate atmospheric drag unless you're controlling that ship or close enough for physics range, which is 2.25 kilometers. All right, let's point retrograde. Space tug is just so good. And gentle application of thrust because we don't want to send too much gas over there. You missed it, Bowser. Shipwreck convinced me to explain thrust and specific impulse in terms of farts. And full throttle. There we go. And detach. And Arcadia Station is the target. No, there we go. Arcadia Station. All right, and point retrograde and burn. Goodbye, fuel tank. And how's the weekend, Dan, says Bowser. The weekend has been great, other than stream getting cut short yesterday by high winds. But that's okay. We are continuing today, and today has been pretty great. Yep. On the way to the station with that very fuel tank that we're just now deorbiting, and everything just went pew. Tried to come on a couple times in the next few seconds, and then just utterly failed. Came back a couple hours later, but that's okay. It gave me a chance to go through all the cat pictures on my phone and send some to Kaylee Obsidia, who is going to do me another cat painting. Let's put up the one that I have. I have 3 cats, and I have now redeemed paintings for 2 of them. That one's complete, and we're planning the next one, and she's going to paint it on one of her streams, so I'm going to shout her out again. There we go. All right, we're coming up on the target. We're going to get very close, 68.8 kilometers, or meters away. 68.8 kilometers is not close. Hey, there was that comet again. We keep seeing that comet. I really want to send a mission to it. Maybe that's the next thing we'll do. All right, we're counting down the distance. I don't want to hit the station. 1 kilometer away. Need to do a school drop-off. There's no school today. It's Sunday. Also, it's summer. No problem, Bowser. You do that. Kit, welcome. There's your fanfare, and thank you for the resubscribing. 6 months. Jeez, I still can't quite get my head around that I've been streaming for over a year and been affiliated for 7 months now? Yeah, November. Jeez. Oh no. Bossabot, you're doing it again. I'm gonna do a shout out for Kit. So Kit, I watched your episode, as you saw, because I commented, and it was pretty great. Your VIP, you can share a link. Go ahead and drop it here. I don't think everyone here is in our Discord, but they should be. And I know what I want to do in your tavern as well for decoration in my apartment. So, trick is, I want to do it while you are streaming or recording. So, have to let me know. Yeah, I think you recorded the last bit of yours yesterday while I was without power. There it is. Yes, everyone go watch that. It's good stuff. And subscribe to him on YouTube as well. All right, let's get here. Let's go to this one here. Yes, I'll coordinate with you soon for that. Mwahaha. Nice. I mean, you're doing the evil laugh, but it's you who should be worried. I think deep down, you know that. Alright, and I'm leaving the cat up there for a little while. Just because, why not? Alright. Let's line up with the docking port. Yeah, we want this one, so let's go ahead and set that as our actual target. And there you can see Kaylee's scrap sticking up over the top of the station. That's amazing. Love this docking cam mod, says Kid. Yeah, me too. It's so good. And I'm glad I did some dockings without it before, because that's the Kerbal way, but honestly, not only is this easier, but it's also more realistic, because even in the really early days, they at least had some mirrors and windows set up to make visual alignment of docking ports easier. So even Apollo did not have the challenge of docking that this game has. Yeah, have you ever watched any of the live streams of ships docking with the space station kit? I think they had mirrors. I think they had like a periscope sort of a deal going on, basically. So, yeah, submarines and spaceships have a lot in common, actually. Yeah, so it's a lot more real to what they do there. And there we go. We don't have our fuel tank there. We're going to need another one. Let's switch to that fuel tank now. Turn on probes. So I believe it's a probe. Is that the one? Let's go ahead and go to the tracking station. We'll find it more easily there. Yeah, I love those as well. And let's go ahead and turn off the cat. do like streaming with the cat sitting on the screen. And we want... maybe it's counting it as a ship. We're looking for a suborbital trajectory around Kerbal. Oh, Kit Man, redeeming the Boozinate. Here we go. Thank you, Kit. Oh, Kit, I'm going to face the Warden tomorrow. No, you've faced him down. I'm going to be the third first one to get a kill. Is it a debris? Yeah, suborbital trajectory. Okay, good. It counted as debris. Very good. Oh, snap. Don't tell Ship I sniped it. I'll tell Ship. He's deathly ill, unfortunately. Too much Warden and too many beans. Kit, you missed Shipwreck getting me to explain thrust. Oh, look, yeah, we're in the atmosphere. Look at that. That's perfect. You missed Shipwreck convincing me to explain thrust and specific impulse in terms of farts. I'm trying that on my weekend. Here we go. This is going extra fast since it wasn't calculating the drag until we focused this object, so it's going faster than it really should be. Let's get an idea of what this looks like from the ground. There we go. Look at that. And also, can we see the comet from here? We found a comet, Kit. First one I've ever seen in this game. That's not a mod or anything. I think it's on the other side of the planet, though. Dang it. Looking for it. Yeah, I don't see the comet. We're going to send something over to the comet, though. Yeah, they added them a couple updates back. When did they add them? I'm gonna look this up on my phone while this happens. Let's see. Kerbal Comet. Yeah, and they look great too. Like I've seen a couple videos of other people doing those, but it still took me off guard. The Shared Horizons update 1.10, so 2 updates ago, they added comets. 2 updates before the current one. And since we sent up the Celestial Orbital Vector Intercept Detection Telescope, the COVID telescope, we discovered one. We can see it from here. Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not full of it. There it is. Look at that. A comet. A for reals comet. Been a while since I played or followed the updates. Yeah. No, it looks great. Alright, we're coming down at night, so it's a little dark for you guys. Let me highlight this. There we go. Let's go ahead and speed this up now that we are past the reentry effects. Like that end is slightly heavier than the other one, so we got enough atmosphere now that the aerodynamics are really, really kicking in. All right, here we go. Smack. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's go back to the tracking station. Let's see, is there anything else that's on suborbital trajectory? There's the equipment package. Yeah, nothing left. That's what we want. Hopefully it didn't land on someone's house. All right. Space Forklift 2 Debris. That's probably it. It's inherited that name, but this is going to be our equipment package. And it's about to re-enter. Let's fly it. 2 re-entries in a row. Here we go. This is the equipment that we attached to Hannibal's shipwreck. his lander can in order to bring it home. Now it's empty. Look at that. We caught it just before it hits atmosphere. I planned that. I totally planned that. Maybe this one will come down at dawn? No, it looks like we're really far from the sun. We see the comet from here? I don't think... Yep. Nope, that's Kerbal. Yeah, comet must be on the day side right now. This thing won't have as much drag, so yeah, warming up for sure. So this one might actually burn up in the atmosphere. That would be fun. Getting that nice orange glow. We're moving around the planet pretty quick. I tried to say quick and fast at the same time. It almost came out as classed. Quast. Click. Classed is something else. That's a geology term. And we're coming back up. We might need a couple orbits. Yeah, careful now, says Kid. I know. I was thinking about that. Yeah, we're gonna come back up out of the atmosphere. Have to come back around for another orbit. All right, we're back in space. Let's time warp back around. There's the comet. Did you see it rise? That's so cool. Jeez Louise, says ProKit Man. whose emotes are those? I think I've heard of them. Don't know them though. Oh, last save point. Okay, I have heard of them. I think maybe I even was part of a raid into there. That's where it was. I think I was in your stream and you raided them. Nice. I don't think I was able to stay for the raid, but I do remember that now. There's the Kerbal Space Center. We've got our memorial flags down there. All right. This one almost certainly will be the final reentry. I'm going to hydrate myself while we watch. Yeah, this definitely does not have as much drag because the other one being an empty fuel tank and a big one at that had a very high surface area to volume ratio, or to mass ratio. This one has a much lower surface area to mass ratio. Kit says, Jordan and I have been watching him for a while. He's a pretty cool variety guy. He's a cool variety guy. I'll have to give him an actual lookout. Especially like looking for people who stream at the same time or after I do, because I like having a variety of people to raid to. So if that works out too, that's even better. Yeah, our periapsis is still dropping. We're ascending more, but we have enough drag that we're dropping our apoapsis, so I don't think we're coming back out of the atmosphere this time. Usually streams Monday through Friday starting around 9 a.m. Okay, so probably not then, but that might, on the other hand, give me a chance to actually watch, so... Alright, yeah, we're already at maximum physics time warp. And there's dawn, so yeah, we're gonna get this reentry in the daytime. Maybe with a comet in the background. All right, after this comes down, we're going to take a look. Which planet is that? Moho. We're going to take a look at the jobs board, at the contracts, and choose what to do next. And it might very well be our own goal of sending a ship to that comet. All right, come on, Apoapsis, come down. I don't want to come back around. There's the comet. Maybe. It's barely dropping now since we're just skimming the upper atmosphere. Yeah, we're gonna be coming around one more time. Dang it, that is so close. But we get that cool view. Let's block the sun so that it's not shining in our eyes and we can see that clearly. Yeah, look how slowly the Apoapsis is coming down now. Jeez. Yep, we're back in space. Let's come back around. One final time. There we go. We're already back in the atmosphere. Excellent. Yeah, we just barely skipped out of the atmosphere. When people are talking about spacecraft coming home and coming in too shallow and skipping off the atmosphere, it's more that they're talking about. There is a little bit of kind of a skip off of it effect in that there's a little bit of lift provided by the drag, but it's not really a very accurate way to describe it. It's more that you don't get deep enough into the atmosphere to slow down with atmospheric drag. And so you end up leaving the atmosphere again because you're not going down quickly enough. But now that our apoapsis is lower than 70 kilometers, and we have no thrust on this thing, we're not coming back. We're going down. 100% guaranteed this time. What is that up there? Oh, that's the old abandoned Arcadia Station hub. The one that exploded. There's Danbear Piglet's derelict. Nice. Already been rescued. That's another one of Elric's redeems. And our velocity is still going up a little bit because gravity is affecting us more than drag. But that is soon to change. It looks like a bullet. We're dropping a bomb on Kerbin. On Kerbin. Jeez. All right, I need to hydrate again. I can't even talk. Sun is going down. Oh, just I'm about to take my screenshot. There we go. That's a cool shot. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Breaking apart. Let's leave that in the background. There we go. Oh, that's so good. Boom, boom, but it's a good boom, boom. Just the docking port left. Oh, don't tell me that's going to make it down. Working on an article and heard booms. There we go. Just that. Yep, this thing is going to crash into Kerbin's deserts and hopefully explode. We're trying to not litter here. We're pretty much at terminal velocity, so... Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Terminal velocity is going down as we hit... There we go. Exploded. Good explosion. All right, tracking station again. Let's just double check, and then let's go to the jobs board. Make sure we don't have anything else on a suborbital trajectory that we need to finish the orbiting. It does not look like it. Either landed or orbiting. Alright, perfect. Let's leave here. And let's go to mission control. There we go. Alright. Ooh, do a complex scan with the rover arm of Wrinkle Ridge. Where is that? On Moho. Okay, and it's not even paying much for that. We could send a rover to Moho. Not gonna do that yet. Science data from space around the moon. Okay, we can do that pretty easily. Let's accept that one. And position aging the moon. Rec N satellite XSW SBW. In an adjusted orbit of the moon. Interesting. So we accepted one of these before, and it turned out it wasn't a reposition, it was a repair. And it turned out it wasn't even an orbit, it was on an escape trajectory, so that was no good. So we could grab this. Yeah, we could grab this with our current rescue ship. And change its orbit. They're not really paying much though, like it's gonna cost way more than that in fuel to just do this, so no, we're not going to accept that. We're going to do science data from space around the moon. So let's go ahead and rescue Alpen Glow Up, Alpen Kerman. Let's see, we did a refuel, so we do have enough fuel on the ship. So let's do that. In between streams, I'm going to send another refuel mission up. And what I'm thinking we'll do next time is either I'll have designed and we'll debut, or we'll design together a new attempt at a... No, we're going to wait for a new... I'm going to show you why we're going to wait on what I'm going to talk about. Because I haven't finished my sentence yet, because I am starting and then not finishing my thoughts, which is great for communication to you guys. So I'm thinking we need a new Callisto heavy launch vehicle that is reusable. Now that we have large volume containment, we have these big fat fuel tanks, we can make a much better vehicle. But one thing that I'd like, and we have 18.9 science, so we need 160. This advanced aerodynamics tab actually does, it turns out, have something that I really want, and that's the air brakes. What does that stand for? Aerodynamically integrated retrograde braking, robustly armed kinetic extending system, air brakes. So those are like the grid fins on the Falcon 9, or on Starship. So those will work a whole lot better than my makeshift ones using the robot parts. And we want those for slowing down and directing the ship back to the launch site. So now that we have more efficient engines and bigger fuel tanks, we're going to make the Callisto 2. I'll be right back, says ProKitman. No problem. But we're going to wait until we have unlocked this node. So this is the next thing we're going to unlock. And it shouldn't take terribly long. One of our missions that goes to another planet will be quite enough. Oh, our new nuclear rockets could totally rescue Jeb as well. Ooh, that'll come in the next 1 or 2 streams. All right. All right, let's go fly. docked at Arcadia Station. Let's go fly our pork rescue vehicle. And let's rescue Alpin Kerman. We don't have to actually bring the pod home this time. We're just going to rescue Alpin and also do a science experiment around the moon. Doesn't matter which one. Yeah, we're going to carry that with us rather than leave it here. Yeah, I'll send an equipment capsule with the fuel between streams. We also need to send more of our derp modules up here. So, yeah, we're not following the safety protocols right now. Undock. Safety protocols mandate that we have enough capacity to return to Kerbal to accommodate everyone aboard, and currently we do not have that. Get some clearance there. Elric with the Boozinate and the Hydrate. Okay, this finishes off this beer, so if there's another Boozinate before the end of the stream, it means I'm, unfortunately, against my will, gonna have to just open another one, I guess. Thank you, Elric, and some Pepsi to follow it down. Two good flavors. Delicious. Alright, and Alpin is orbiting the moon. There it is. So we want to make the moon our target. And the moon is here, so by the time we reach it, it'll be about right there. So here, add maneuver. And yeah, we're not fully fueled, but we're nearly fully fueled, so we have 3.6 kilometers per second to work with. And let's not forget she is in a retrograde orbit. Let's actually do this here. That will work quite well. Alright, so in 30 minutes, we will burn for 1 minute and 19 seconds. Warp here. To it. There we go, and we're pretty much lined up. Just a little adjustment to attitude. Point right at the maneuver marker. Excellent. All right, so let's see, about 45 seconds again. That makes sense. It's pretty much the same burn we did last time. Same destination and all. So at 45 minutes to the maneuver node, we will go full thrust. Engine start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Everything is looking good. Normal, as John Innsbrucker would say. Stare right up the engine bells. Or we could look at the comet. halfway through the burn. We have reached the maneuver node. Alright, we're about to throttle down for fine control. Quarter thrust. A little bit more. We don't have to throttle that deeply with these lower thrust engines. Alright, just about there. And there's our encounter. Very good. Alright, let's go ahead and warp to about here. 5 hours away. And let's warp into the sphere of influence of the moon. And good, it's actually maintained our encounter. It did not do that for us last time. Alright, let's warp to our periapsis and then get a capture orbit. We're going to want to burn retrograde. And then we're actually going to need to flip around this orbit. So the higher up we are, the more efficiently we can do this. So we're going to do it from up here. And ignition. Alpin's shipwreck is our target. We have a 171 degree inclination. That's because it's a retrograde orbit. So let's actually from here, let's go ahead and flip our orbit around from here actually. So come to essentially a stop. Could have a very high velocity encounter with Alpin, but we don't want that. That's unwise. There we go. Now our relative inclination is only 8.6 degrees, so that did wonders for that. And let's see, how good is this approach? 34 kilometers, that's actually not bad. So if we plan a maneuver at the ascending node, which we will reach in just under 5 hours, we need to burn anti-normal, which since we're in a retrograde orbit, that one is north now. Okay, let's see how close we can get this. Looks like it's calculating it differently now anyway, so yeah, 54. I'm going to keep the ascending node right on where we're going to meet. Keep messing with this. All right, let's just change our inclination at the ascending node. We're going to come back around to there. So We could do it at the descending node, but it's cheaper at the ascending node because we'll be higher up from the planet and going slower. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, so if I am 5 hours, 25 minutes, 4 hours, 28 minutes, warp here. She's been waiting a while, so I'm sure that she is out of snacks. We are 21 minutes away from the ascending node. Let's point anti-normal. And we need to be in orbital mode for that. Glad I noticed that. That would have been a derp otherwise. There we go. "15 minutes away. 10. 5. All right, here we go. Catch up to it again. We pushed it a little bit. Seconds. There we go. We have corrected our inclination. So now, if we... right about here, let's maneuver here. Okay, so I'm trying to think of the most efficient way to do this. We could do that, and that gets our periapses roughly lined up. But we could also do that from our coapsis up here, so let's just do that. That's the simpler way to do it. We have 2.3 kilometers per second left to work with, so we are doing just fine for our fuel. And just a gentle nudge. There we go. And so now if we come back down to our point of intersect and lower our apoapsis, we've done this 2 other times today and it works very well. Let's just manually time warp this one. Then we can set up our final encounter. Okay, good, and we're set to retrograde. We're 5 minutes away from periapsis, so let's go ahead and point retrograde and prepare for this burn. We're going to even point a little bit radial in, lower this a little bit more. Just like that. There we go. And we can see that that is the intersect, so we're 4 minutes away from our intersect. Let's get about 30 seconds away from it. Alright, we're 1 minute 30 away. Alright. Now we're going to watch this come back around and give us a closer intersect. There, it's moving. Is that even going to work? That is not. Yeah, we need to let Alpine catch up, and I thought she would, but I don't think we had enough room to work with after all. So, periapsis 123, 121. Let's get these periapses matched up. Like that. All right. So here, I want these to go away. There we go. Let's warp here and then try this again. We're going to need to point prograde this time. Yep, that was not what the plan was. The other two of these have gone better than this one. So we need to make our orbit take longer again. And yeah, here these are coming back together. .7 kilometers, that's good. Let's use RCS to fine-tune this. 500 meters. There it is. 517 meters. All right, we have succeeded at this. So that's in 1 hour and 27 minutes. So let's warp around the moon. And change our mode to target and point retrograde. Let's get out of map view. And we're going to be going relatively slowly to Alpine's craft. Alpine's shipwreck. Where is shipwreck when we need him? Sick, that's what. Or at least possibly feigning illness to get out of a murder trial. That's the answer I'm going with. Fuel, we're good. Let's adjust and slow down. We're still carrying Kaylee's scrap. 400 meters. 300. 200. 86 meters. I don't dare get closer than that. Close enough to see details now. 300 meters away. Meters. We're going to pull up alongside and slow to a stop. There we go. Excellent. Now let's take a look at what we've got here. We got a Mark II inline cockpit. And Alpin Kerman is aboard. All right, Alpin, let's get you out of there. First, let's reclassify this as debris. And now you go on EVA. Let go, turn on your jetpack and your suit lights. And let's take a look. Oh, she's got gray hair. Nice. All right, let's get you to the rescue ship. Where is that? There it is. Alright, we're gonna get you near, and then we're gonna take the traditional rescue selfie. Let's get closer, actually. There we go. Nice. And selfie. There we go. Kit says, well, my BRB was longer than expected, but now I'm packing up to go home. Oh, rip. Well, we're at the end anyway. So we're rescuing Alpin Kerman, and then we're going to take her back to the station. And then between streams, I'm going to launch a new refuel of the station with some more equipment for returning Kaylee's scrap to Kerbin. And the hatch, there we go, board. There we go, perfect. Boozinate. Oh, and have a good rest of the stream. Okay, Shipwreck, I have to go get another booze. It will take 30 seconds. Here we go. I'm back. Derp. No, that's not a derp, Shipwreck. I said if there was another boozinate, I would need to go get another booze. This means that people have been getting their money's worth. Shipwreck. You butt, you're fired. Again. Alright, let's pour the booze. There we go. Excellent. Thank you, Shipwreck. Oh, the derp is you missed the boozinate. No, I didn't. I guess I did. I was busy reading Kit's message. Hey, Kaylee, there you are. How are you doing? I hope your headache is feeling better. Hey, Kaylee. There you are. You're sitting here in this pod right here. Kit's new video is out. Yes, it is. I had him put the link in the chat. Where is it? Here it is. Kit's new video. It's quite entertaining. I watched it today. Maybe, but no. Rip. I think you're saying no to your headache being better? That's unfortunate. So we're going to send this back to the station. We can clear the selection. And then I think next week what we're going to do, we will bring Kaylee back to the surface of Kerbin, We'll have the equipment up there to do it. I'm going to send that between streams, and we're also going to send high speed missions to go rescue Jebediah. I'm going to try that again. And also to go investigate a comet. That's what I want to do. So let's see. We need to go... There's Kerbal. Let's warp to here. Oh, right. We're going retrograde. So actually, we want to do it differently. We want to warp to here. Backwards. Backwards to what we're used to. And then we're going to point prograde and escape the moon's sphere of influence. There we go. And as soon as we're lined up, we'll go full throttle. And go! Full throttle for shipwreck. Are you feeling any better, shipwreck? I hope you're feeling better too. Everyone's sick. Boo. Okay, yep, periapsis is coming down. Alright, we want periapsis to be around 150 kilometers. If we were to come back, we'd get another encounter with the moon that would have slingshotted us. That one there. Out of the system. Oh, a little much. Using the RCS to back up just slightly. There we go. Right, it's time warp away from the moon. There it is. Goodbye, moon. And there it goes. All right, we're in Kerbal's sphere of influence now. Let's set our target to Arcadia Station. And we have a 3.4 degree inclination. Let's fix it right here. It's an ascending node, so we need to point anti-normal. Two and 3/4 minutes from the ascending node, so we're going to warp a little bit more and get right up on that. The opposite of get all the way back off of it. We're going to get all the way up on it. And just a gentle burn. Using the RCS thrusters now. Yeah, let's actually put it right there. There we go. And we're actually going to have a really nice intersect with the station. Really fast one though, so I don't think we're going to be using this one. Let's warp a little bit closer. "11 minutes away." We want to point retrograde now. CS off. We don't need to be using that now. There we go. Alright, we're a minute and a half away from periapsis. Let's get about 30 seconds from it, and then full thrust retrograde. And full thrust. Then we'll start seeing this move around. It's moving slowly. And it's gonna start whipping around soon. I mean, maybe. Is it gonna calculate it properly? What the heck? Okay, maybe it's because we're so close. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Gentle thrust now. Let's look at this one as well. So that's probably the one we're going to be looking at. 130 kilometers. As long as our periapsis doesn't dip into the atmosphere, and I don't think it will. Yeah, we're fine. 30, 20, 10. All right, RCS for the last fine-tuning of this approach. All right, yeah, 400 meters. Not bad at all, and that's in 30 minutes. Let's off the RCS and let's warp to here. And let's dock with our station, and we'll call it a day. We've gotten a lot done today, actually. Rescued Kaylee, rescued Alpin, sent another mission to Eve, viewed a comet, did a little bit of cleanup of deep space. We did not send a science experiment from orbit of the moon. That's a derp. Hey, Shipwreck, you want to add a derp? A real one this time? We have more opportunities to do that, but we were going to do it during this mission here. Whoopsie. Yeah, I think he had to duck out again. So, Supreme Doom, if you are still here, and you would like to add a derp, I'd say go for it. All right, let's catch up to the target. We're going 45 meters per second relative to the target. That's not bad at all. We're not going to be overshooting it this time. And there's the sun. So we'll have a daytime docking. Excellent. There's the lag spike as the station comes into... It's loaded into the physics engine. Oh, hey. We'll let the fanfares play out. Take a look. Thank you, Kaylee. Kaylee Obsidia, a friend of mine, gifting 5. Didn't know it'd be that epic. Yeah, thank you to Kevin McLeod for the epic Discovery hit fanfare. So, Cragrack, Polstomo, Rouleau, Descent Max, and Cushman all subscribed thanks to Kaylee. I think most of them are lurking, but otherwise I'd say, yeah, do a big thanks to Kaylee. Alright, we're going to pull up alongside as usual and come to a stop. There we go. And Cushman thanking Kaylee. Hey there, Cushman. Alright, control from here. Activate the camera. And we're already pretty much lined up. That's excellent. We want to be this way, though. Let's turn on the RCS. Let's put up the cat again while we do this. Kaylee painted my cat, Aria. 1 of 3. Number 2 of 3 will be coming soon. And she'll be doing it live on her stream. Let's see. In fact, I have a custom message for a custom command for Kaylee. There we go. Yeah, I even bought a print of it and everything. So, epic. We're going to leave the cat up for the rest of this, for this docking, our final docking of the day. So yeah, I recently redeemed the second of 3 paintings. Okay, let's choose this docking port here as our target. There we go. Ooh, Monday. That would be exciting. Well, except you're doing an evening stream on Monday, so I might not be there for it. Oh no. But I mean, your schedule is more limited than it was, so that is fine. I'm gonna be facing down the warden on Monday. I'll at least be lurking, you know that. And if you're still going afterwards, I'll definitely be bringing people by. A lot of art I could, yeah, you do. And like I said, there's definitely not a rush on it. And I'm gonna keep watching streams even after I've got all the cats. So find other things to redeem. All right, our final approach. Just got to get perfectly aligned here. Yeah, it's better that you have your new job and a more limited streaming schedule than no major income stream, so all is well. Alright, here we go. Slow down just a bit. There we go. Yeah, we've gotten good at this. Pretty routine now. There we go. Perfect first try. And we have Alpin, Glow Up, and Kaylee Obsidia rescued as Kerbals. Only one return pod though, and we need to send up some equipment to send a to attach a heat shield and parachutes to this, so that Kaylee can come home. And Scream Doom says, all right, I'm getting Daughter of the Year now because I called my dad. Very good. And do you want to also add a derp? I already forgot what it's for, but I definitely derped. But yeah, we're going to call it right there. Let's see if anyone I know is on. The only person I'm following who is on right now is Griffin Prime, so let's go ahead and raid him. He's playing Minecraft. He might be doing something space-related. Let me pull up on my phone and see what he's up to. But he's a friend of mine, plays on the Halcyon Heights server. Does he play on Halcyon Heights? I know he plays with Carrot. Yeah, I think he plays on Halcyon too. So let's check what he's up to right now. That's MP Tour. He's I think it's the Carrot, the Casual Carrot and Griffin Prime sub SMP. So yeah, we're gonna do him. I'm gonna put the raid message right here. And if you are, a lot more people are subscribed now, so if you are, go ahead and copy the whole thing. If you're not, that's okay, and just grab the bit without the totem text. And that's the raid message. And I'll be back tomorrow evening to face down the Warden on the first SMP. And I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do on Wednesday for whatever Wednesday. We finished Descent 2 last time. And then next Saturday, we're going to send Kaylee and Alpin Glow Up home. And we're going to send missions to a comet and to go and rescue Jebediah again. Try again. First craft, yay, says Supreme Doom, yes indeed. All right, yeah, Griffin Prime, and we're gonna go ahead and start the raid. So yeah, I will see you guys there. And I'm looking forward to getting another cat painting from Kaylee. So if you haven't followed the multiple hints to follow Kaylee, then I'd do it now. All right. Goodbye!